a new podcast we are trying out, in case you all have no idea who we are. My name is Bethany, that's Shannon.
What's up?
She's currently driving.
Obviously. No, I just randomly have a steering wheel.
Yeah. I guess at the start of this year, I started a YouTube channel, and now, I mean, she's been in so many of my videos. We were like, oh, we should do something together, because we have some random conversations that really need to be filmed, because they're worth recording. So we're trying this little thing, and we're calling it, what is it? The INFJ Podcast. That's what we're doing right now.
So we're both INFJ personality types.
Yeah, so that's where we got the name. So this is our first episode. We are currently recording episode number 1. We have no idea what it's going to be called. We'll figure that out when it gets uploaded.
First episode usually means episode number 1.
Shut up.
Episode 0.0007.
Yes. So I guess this episode is just going to be like an introduction to the two of us, and we'll probably talk about recent events, because we do have some stuff to talk about today. Well, first off, we do not have proper video or audio equipment to do this, so if the sound quality is awful, well, firstly, it's because we're in a car, and secondly, we don't have microphones, so it will probably sound really bad. And speaking of that we're in a car, we will usually not be filming in the car.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe we will just do it in the car.
Maybe our podcast will only take place in the car. Who knows?
Okay, so she already said this, but I'm Shannon. She's Bethany. I'm from Michigan. She's from North Carolina. The reason why we are in the car right now is because, well, she's my roommate, and she's coming with me to my hometown in Michigan for the first week of our winter break. And it's about a 12 to 14 hour drive from Kansas City, Missouri, which is where we go to school. And so yeah, that's why we're in a car.
Yeah, so I guess that kind of kicks off a little introduction to kind of briefly describe.
This guy's being an asshole.
Sorry, you'll get some car commentary because we've ran into some bad drivers today.
Oh yeah.
We're currently in like the middle of Illinois somewhere. We're about halfway through the drive. We're getting there. It's like 4 p.m. I think we've hit Eastern time now.
Have we?
I think so.
I don't think we have. I think we have to get past Chicago.
Do we? I don't know.
You can use my phone and look it up. You can just be like, where am I right now?
I
like,
also want to know.
What time is it where I am?
So yes, we are driving from. Where's your? No. We are driving from Kansas City, Missouri, to Midland, Michigan, which is what, as Shannon said, like 12 to 14 hours.
Depending on traffic.
I really want to know how many miles it is.
A lot. And technically it's slightly longer because we stopped at my grandparents' house briefly.
Yeah.
So we had to go slightly that way, and now we gotta go back that way. So.
Alright.
It doesn't add a whole lot of time though. Maybe like 25 minutes.
We are driving. Now this probably isn't the exact route we're going, but we are driving approximately 779 miles today.
Woo! time zone are we in?
What are we in? Because we are... I don't know. I don't understand time zones. It's just stupid because, okay, first rant of the podcast series. Because, like, some states don't even do time zones.
Wait, what? What?
They don't.
What?
Like, there's... I don't know if it's, like, Arkansas... I don't know if it's Arkansas or some, like, weird state doesn't even do time zones. Oh, no, I'm talking about daylight savings, sorry.
Oh, okay, I was just like...
Never mind.
What?
Sorry.
How does the world work?
Duh, everybody this time. Sorry, it's daylight savings. But even so, daylight savings is dumb. That's what I meant to say, sorry.
I
Not
mean...
time zones.
Yeah, but it kind of makes sense if you think really hard about it. Also, can you quit writing my bumper? Okay, thanks.
We are still in Central. Okay, we're still in Central time.
Thought
So we won't get to Eastern time until like after we hit Chicago. So.
I mean, as soon as we hit Indiana, we'll be in Michigan time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So like we were saying. So a very, very brief background of the two of us is we are both, well, we just finished our third semester of college. We are halfway through sophomore year. Woo! Got 10 exams, which was awful. And so we both go to the same school, and our major is dance, believe it or not.
Dance, performance, and composition.
Choreography.
Hell yeah.
I don't know.
Composition and choreography are the same thing.
Okay, fine.
They don't call it choreography class, though. They call it
That's true. It's
composition.
Yeah. So, we've both been dancing for like
A long time.
over 13 years or something. And now we're trying to pursue a career in dance. So that's what we're majoring in college. And fun story. I guess we can tell this here. We didn't really know this at the time, but we technically met for the first time at orientation. And she doesn't remember this, I do.
I mean, okay. You go, and then I'll tell you what I remember.
Okay. So, I even remember, like, relatively what you were wearing. Is that creepy?
No, I mean, I was just wearing a black sundress.
Yeah.
And boots.
And your boots. And
So-
your hair was still down to your chin.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, like, a year ago, we both did not look like this at all.
No, a year ago I did look like this.
That's true, we did.
A year and 3 or 4 months ago, we did not look like this.
Look like this. That's relevant. So anyway, our orientation was in like June of 2016, I think.
I think it was June 18th.
It's somewhere close around there. And we, at some point after we had like lunch and had, there was some like lecture from the police about safety and stuff.
Yay!
But all of the conservatory kids went in this classroom in one of the buildings, and we were seated. Sorry, bad grammar. Seated in these desks in a semicircle, and Shannon and I were sitting right next to each other. And I mean, the sad part was I didn't even realize when I looked at your name tag, I was more focused on your name rather than your major. Which isn't that weird? Because I saw her last name is DeGroot, and my mind automatically, I'm a Marvel nerd, so my mind went to Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy. I was like, funny. but like, and I feel kind of bad about it now, but like, when I first saw Shannon, I actually thought that she was a theater major.
Like, there's no way that bitch could be a dance major.
Which is dumb, because none of the people in the room were theater majors.
No.
It was
They
all
weren't.
like dance and music people. so I was like, and then I learned you were a dancer. I was like, okay, cool.
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing musical theater, except for the fact I hate speaking in front of large audiences.
Yeah. We are both extreme introverts. As you can probably tell by the title of our podcast.
I'm better at being loud than she is, though.
She is.
Not right now, obviously, but in general.
So that's like generally how we met.
I also do that a lot.
She'll do that a lot, so just be prepared. If you're grossed out, you may as well leave now. There's no point in you staying.
Bye.
Sorry. Just saying. And then, during our freshman year of college, we lived in the same dorm, and we're literally like right across the hall from each other.
Yeah.
I had a different roommate.
It's funny though, because her roommate I had actually met at orientation and was like hanging out with her for the entire day because she was like the only other person there that I liked.
Yeah. She's cool.
Yeah. So I was already friends with her roommate.
I bet she's watching this. So if you are, hi Taylor.
Hi Taylor.
Love you.
What's up?
Yeah. So I had a roommate, Taylor, and then because Taylor wanted to pursue something else. I think she was a creative writing major, so she wanted to pursue something else. So she actually left after the fall semester.
No, she was a psych major at first.
Oh, she was a psych major.
I think now she's doing creative writing.
Okay, gotcha.
I could be wrong though.
I don't know. One of the two. So then I think the dorm people were like, well, you have to either find a new roommate or move, or else you're gonna get charged for having a double room instead of a quad. And I was like, I'm gonna get charged for a double room, because it was like 2 times the tuition. I was like, hell no. So Shannon had a roommate at the beginning of the year, and then she moved in with Ava.
Yeah, Sophie moved in with Ava, like right down the hall.
Right down the hall.
Because they were much more compatible as a living together pair than Sophie and I were. I love Sophie, but
yeah. She's a great person.
Living together was not the greatest.
So Shannon was by herself, and again, she would have gotten charged for a double room, and we were like, well, this is pointless. We know each other, and we are literally like the only people who talk to one another at the conservatory, so why don't we just move in with each other? And so I don't know if it was finals week or the week before finals.
It was the week before finals.
It was the week before finals.
Because I remember like filling out the Anchor study guide with you across the room.
Oh, okay, there you go.
I remember weird, irrelevant things. Yay!
I had to move everything out of my room on really short notice before winter break. So it was like, okay, Monday, get all of my stuff and move it across the hall into Shannon's room. And yeah, and that was an entire year ago. We've been dealing with each other for an entire year now. But we're still living together, obviously. I don't know why we wouldn't be. But now we're in one of the campus apartments.
Yep.
We have an apartment by ourselves, which is a pretty nice apartment. We're just paying too much for it.
Yeah.
And we didn't realize that until after we had signed a contract for it, so oops.
Whoopsie.
But we're gonna live, hopefully, somewhere a lot better next year. That's less expensive. That will still be manageable. So I guess that just kind of brings us here. And now we're on winter break number 2 of college. Now we're like, what are we talking about now?
I mean, you could talk more about yourself. It's like, hey,
I talk about me.
I like supernatural and like that kind of stuff and like things that we're interested in. Okay. So it's not just like, hi, I have a name, that's it, I have no personality.
Alright, you want me to talk about my... Alright, I'll talk about my personality. I'll give you a brief bio of me. Question mark? Maybe. I am not from North Carolina. Hopefully, you can tell I do not have a southern accent.
Your mom does.
Ouch. That's insulting. I'm sorry.
Not.
I'm sorry.
It's really not.
I'm sorry.
She's got a bit of twang.
I don't like southern accents. I personally can't stand them, especially like deep south. But of course, I've had to live with it for several years now. Besides the point. So, I'm originally from Pennsylvania. I grew up there until I was 10 or 11. And, I'm not really going to get into whole family stuff because I don't really need to go there.
Family.
Not right now. We could later, but not right now. I played a ton of sports. I played soccer. I started soccer at like age 4 or something. My mom was actually my coach. And I have 3 sisters and we all played soccer. And after Pennsylvania, we moved to Vermont, which is in the middle of nowhere. It's basically its own country. And we moved up there because my grandmother lived up there, and we actually moved into her old house because it was too big for her. So we moved up there, and if you ever go to Vermont, it's incredibly cold. Just know that. Too much snow. Not really much worth seeing, except like there's Ben and Jerry's. That's about it. But I did receive probably some of my best dance training in Vermont, which was awesome. In like middle school. Oh god, middle school. Best time. Not.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Slow people. Why?
So middle school was when I stopped doing soccer too, because I was like, alright, I can't do the whole soccer and dance thing, that does not work. So soccer ended. And then after we lived in Vermont up until 3/4 of the way through my freshman year of high school. We moved in March. It's like, why we didn't stay till the end of the school year, I don't know. And fun fact, I ended up attending 4 different high schools. 4. Second high school was the first in North Carolina, and we were not there for long. We were there for like 5 months and then moved again. It's like, my family has moved like 7 times or something, and apparently over winter break we're about to move again. So, I mean, we're just moving to a new home in the same town, but again, that means I have to help pack boxes and load a moving truck and all that. Woo!
I like how that car has a Santa decoration on the roof.
It does.
It looks kind of like zombie Santa.
Is it?
Is it?
Oh my god.
I think it is. Oh, it totally is.
Oh my god, that's mildly creepy.
That has to be zombie
Can you
Santa.
see it?
Probably not.
Probably. You might be able to see it in the back.
I highly doubt it.
That guy had a zombie Santa on top of his car, apparently.
Okay.
Weird. Okay, there's really no point in me talking about blah blah. Moved to North Carolina. That's basically all I need to know.
I'm just gonna be that person. It's not 3.
Along with dance, I'm actually a visual artist. I don't know how I do it, but I actually like to draw portraits of people, which takes a long time and a lot of patience. Not gonna lie. But I think now I've been doing that for 6 years, 7 years. It's been a long time. Although since I've been in college, I have not done it that much. So probably really rusty.
That's fine.
Like I said earlier, at the start of 2017, I launched a YouTube channel. I guess the link will be in the description, along with hers. Even though Shannon hasn't done anything yet, but she might. You never know.
I might.
No?
Hopefully, at some point.
Honestly, I only started mine because, like, I've been messing around with video editing and production for a while, and I was just like, I like to film whenever I travel, so I'm just gonna put it all together and upload it to share with the internet. So that's what I did.
Interwebs.
And I think I put something out like 21 videos in my first year, which is
Nice.
pretty damn good for 1 year, especially a really busy year. That's weird that in like half a month my YouTube channel will be a year old. What? Okay. Lord. Anyway.
Getting over and slowing down.
What else can I talk about? TV shows. I am, nobody can deny this, I am like a massive nerd when it comes to Supernatural, the CW show. Yeah, I'm like obsessed with that show. I think it's awesome. Although I will admit, like, recently it's gone down a really strange path. But I still watch it just for the heck of it. Like, honestly, just because, like, Jared Jensen are good looking. It's like, it's just worth watching for that. We watched Stranger Things. I got her into Stranger Things. It's really good.
It is.
What kind of movies do I like? Marvel movies. They're not my favorite, but I only say that because I watched 2 earlier this week. I got a little carried away. Music is kind of whatever. I usually listen to like what's popular on the radio. I'm that girl. But I listen to some obscure stuff too. But
So hipster.
actually, one of my favorite, is it a band or is it just an artist? I don't know. It's Owl City.
Oh.
People kind of judge me for that.
Why?
And they really only know Fireflies.
I love Owl City.
But I'm like, and I know like it has a ton of auto-tune and stuff.
Well, yeah, but that's like part of his thing,
But-
though. It's like him with a
But
synthesizer in like his bedroom.
Good. And it's like, it sounds like dreamy and like fantasy-like, and I don't know, I just like his music.
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot of their stuff. I know their Ocean Eyes album.
Yeah.
I have that CD, and I know most of the songs on there pretty well. Obviously, like Fireflies and stuff.
Yeah.
On the Verge, the song he did with Carly Rae Jepsen. Because everybody knows that
Everybody
one.
knows that one.
Some of his songs from like an EP he put out that was like, I think it was just 4 songs, and it's Ultraviolet. I think my favorite, or at least one of my favorite Owl City songs is on that, called Up All Night.
Yeah.
I like that and Dental Care.
such a weird song.
I love that song, okay?
That's such a weird song.
That's kind of the song that made me fall in love with Owl City, to be honest. I was like, yes, this guy has a sense of humor.
His lyrics are interesting.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are.
He rhymes some of the weirdest words. He really does.
I mean, to be fair, Eminem does some strange things too.
It's true.
Along with other rappers, but Eminem was the first one that came to mind because he twists words all the time to sort of rhyme, but not really. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What else? Books.
Books.
Huge fan of the Harry Potter series. Duh. I'm a Slytherin, by the way.
I'm a Ravenclaw.
Hell yeah. What other books? John Green. The Fault in Our Stars killed me. Lord of the Rings. I can't really think of any other ones. I hate this, but like I don't really read that much. And it's really hard. I don't know why. It's really hard for me to find books that I really, really like.
I mean, there are a lot of bad books out there,
Oh yeah, that's true.
especially with like more commercialized bookstores like Barnes & Noble. Like, don't get me wrong, I fucking love Barnes & Noble.
Yeah,
But, I got a book there and it had like a really interesting concept. It's like, you know how missing children used to like have their pictures put on milk cartons?
yeah.
It was like this girl, and then she sees a picture of a missing child on a milk carton, and she starts having flashbacks to when she was a kid, and finds out that she was actually kidnapped, and her parents are not her parents.
Yeah.
But I couldn't read it because within the first 40 pages there were 6 typos. And I was like,
geez.
nope, can't do it.
God, how do you not, like,
Shitty editors,
revise your work?
man. Shitty editors.
That's awful. I
Yeah.
can't stand that.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Obviously, I can't either. I have the book somewhere at my house and I refuse to even look at it.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you disappoint me.
I was about to talk. Blah. I was gonna talk about something else and I completely forgot. It flew out of my head.
Also, yeah, if it ever looks like I'm picking my nose or I do, like, that thing, that's me adjusting my nose jewelry because I have a nostril ring and a septum ring. So, I do weird things and I don't realize it a lot of the time.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I also, I think it was recently, like, and I mean, like, earlier this year, I started getting into anime too. So I watch anime as well. But I feel like I'm talking too much. You say something.
Hi, I'm weird. It's a good time. No, but I was born and raised in Midland, Michigan, where up until I was 15, I received possibly the shittiest dance training on planet Earth. It was absolutely
That's not true.
a bitch.
I had some really bad dance training.
Okay. The studio environment I was in, I was constantly being harassed and abused by my teachers.
Okay, you got me, babe.
Fight me. So yeah, there was that, and then when I was 15, I found a dance studio called Young People's Ballet Theater in Flint, Michigan, which is one of the most dangerous cities in America.
Really?
Ranked, yeah. It's it's one of the most dangerous cities. So that's fun. But yeah, I spent the last 3 years of high school going there about 6 days a week, and it's an hour away from where I lived, and so that made for a lot of really fun nights and days with no sleep. But yeah, theater nerd. I've been in a lot of musical theater productions. I want to be a choreographer once I'm out of college. I would like to have a short performance career if possible, because A, I love performing, and B, in my opinion, the best choreographers are ones who have been dancers themselves, so they understand how the dancers are feeling, what works, what doesn't work, and like how to work with different people with different body types. So if my body lasts long enough to have a short performing career, that would be ideal, but I mostly want to choreograph. I also want to go to cosmetology school at some point to get a makeup artistic license and possibly do theater makeup and or costume design is another thing I'm looking at.
She's really good at it.
Not costume design.
Makeup. She's really good at makeup.
I've never done costume design.
We still haven't done that. We were gonna film a video of her doing my makeup on my YouTube channel. We still haven't done it. We'll do it at some point.
I mean, if we don't go up to the cabin this week, we could probably do that instead.
You go.
Woo!
When it'll get done. I know it will.
At some point. I have one sibling, a brother. He's 3 years older than I am. My parents have a dog named Luna. She's a dope. I have a guinea pig named Buttercup, and she's actually like right there. She's kind of hanging out. And my brother has 2 pet rats named Priscilla and Petunia, and they're so cute, and I love them. But he's recently developed quite a bad allergy to them, and so I might end up with his rats and taking care of them for him. I don't know, we'll see. I listen to a lot of rock music. I love pop punk. I listen to a lot of trashy pop music too, because I find a lot of it very amusing. It just makes me happy because I can laugh at it. I'm the same way with horror films. I love bad horror films.
What was the one you made me watch?
Scream. I love Scream though. Like, I genuinely like Scream because, like, it's a horror film that makes fun of the stereotypes of horror films. So, like, it's sort of horror, but also, like, comedy. Like, it's supposed to be funny. I write poetry sometimes. I haven't in a while, just because sometimes it's hard to get going on something you haven't touched in a while. Every once in a blue moon I will draw or paint something, but I am by no means an artist. I come from a very musical family. My mom was a vocal performance major. I think she started out as a violin major and then ended up teaching music in public schools. She still teaches private music lessons. She plays principal second violinist in the Midland Symphony Orchestra.
Hell yeah!
She can also play viola, different types of recorder. She can play a little bit of harp and mandolin, and this other instrument, I honestly don't remember what the heck it's called. My brother graduated last year, or rather this summer, with a degree in vocal performance. And like right out of undergrad school, he was hired for a full season of performances with the Detroit Opera House, which that's unusual for an undergrad student, so like that's pretty cool and stuff. He's looking into going to grad school. My dad plays guitar. and he sang a little bit in high school in choirs. And then me personally, I've been singing in choirs since the 3rd grade, except for like the last year. I haven't sung in a choir and it feels wrong, but I've done that. I played violin sort of for 3 years. I played viola for 2 years. I tried learning the upright bass, but at the time my hands were too small. I play a little bit of ukulele, the instrument that everybody plays these days.
I've caught you on camera.
I've tried learning guitar before, but I have lots of weird, hypermobile, double-jointed, fucked-up joints in my body, and my hands are included, so doing a lot of the stuff with my hands I just can't seem to do without my hand screaming at me. I technically started dance when I was 3, and I also started gymnastics when I was 3. I did gymnastics for almost 6 years, and then I decided, hey, I'm gonna do the dance thing. Partially because they hired a new coach, and she smelled like okay. She didn't smell, she reeked of cigarettes all the time, which gave me migraines every time I saw her. For whatever reason, she just didn't like me. Like, I don't know, for the most part, in like a class type setting, not when I was at home necessarily, but in a class setting, I was always like really quiet and shy and followed instructions like exactly as they were given to me. And she still just hated me for some reason. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna do the dance. And then I was at my crappy dance studio, and then I found a slightly better dance studio, and then I found my good dance studio, and now I'm in college. So yeah, that was a lot of random shit. I had purple hair over the summer, and I want it back.
It looked amazing.
It did.
It really did.
I kind of want to see if over the break, if my mom will let me go to the salon and then get my hair bleached again and dyed purple again, just so that it's all the same color again. Yeah, I was growing my hair out previously, like over the summer and stuff, because dance. People are stupid when you have short hair.
We'll get into that another time, because we can rant about that for like an hour.
Oh yes.
Promise.
Yes, we can.
We can.
But yeah, I was growing my hair out, and then getting ahead of myself. Over the summer, I was supposed to go to a 6-week summer dance intensive with Milwaukee Ballet, but I have chronic hip pain in my right hip, and that was being an absolute dick. And it got to the point where it would get so inflamed that I couldn't lift my leg up barely at all, which is a problem when you dance. And your legs are supposed to be all over the place. And so I stayed home over the summer, didn't do the intensive, and opted for musical theater instead. And then show week, I was skipping down the sidewalk. And then the side of my foot got caught in a crack on the sidewalk as I was landing, and I tore a ligament away from both of my lower leg bones, and then I performed on it the next week. Whoopsie. So because of that, I wasn't able to dance this last semester, which has been a pain in the ass, but because of that, and because I'm a very anxious person, when I start having like an anxiety attack, sometimes I get the urge to shave off my eyebrows or all of my hair. And so at the start of this year, I sort of flipped out a little bit, and I didn't know that's what was happening at the time. but I got my hair cut really short. It was mostly shaved except for the front bit. And honestly, I did really like it, but like I'm still a little bit mad that I have to go through the awkward hair growth phases again. So yeah, if my hair looks really weird for like the next 6 months, that's why.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just gonna be weird looking.
Yeah. Alright, well, do you want to talk about it a little more?
So net neutrality.
Oh yeah, that happened today. Yeah. Let me just, before we go rant, let me just say that on this podcast, we will talk about literally everything, including like sensitive topics, and we are not afraid to swear, and there will be swearing, as you've probably already
Sorry.
No, like, we're just not gonna censor it. So if you have a problem with that, like, again, we're sorry, but we're not gonna do much about it. So yeah.
Yeah,
But
we're also very opinionated in terms of politics. We both tend to be rather liberal, and so if you could not like completely trash us for that, that'd be great. Even though we are very opinionated, we both do like understanding the other perspective of things, or like the several other perspective of things. So like we're open for like political dialogue. We're not just going to completely shoot your shit down in the dirt immediately. We're not like that. We do entertain the idea that not everybody has the same opinion, and that's okay. So
exactly.
Anyway,
But yes, if you haven't heard today, which by the time this comes out will not be today, but
what is today's date?
December 14th.
December 14th.
Hey, my birthday is exactly 2 weeks away.
Oh, hey, it's Josh's birthday today.
All the birthdays.
Happy birthday, Josh. You're not gonna watch this ever, but
anyway, net neutrality happened today.
it didn't happen. Okay, so
You explain it, 'cause you're better at it.
we live in the United States. Yes, you probably
Oh yeah, we should have
gathered that already.
We
live in the States, and Donald Trump is currently our president. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, not too happy about that. But
Neutrality,
net neutrality, basically, for anyone who doesn't know, God freaking okay.
yes.
Yes. It means that, you know, you pay an internet service provider like Charter or whatever to be able to access the internet. And then once you do that, you essentially have access to pretty much anything on the internet, unless it's like some top secret like FBI website, obviously.
Yeah. There are a few exceptions.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But hold on, there's a gas station like right up here, so I think I'm gonna pull off. But yeah, so basically you can access any of the information you want to on the web, as long as you're paying for internet service and whatnot. But today it went through the House. It still has to go through legislation, but it's a very high possibility that net neutrality will be repealed. And what that means is that not only will we have to pay an internet service provider to access the internet, but we will also need to pay individual sites for access to that website. So instead of just getting on the internet and going to search something on Google, we will have to pay Google to use it. And it's basically going to be like that for every website. So like even social media stuff, like we have to pay to use Facebook, we're gonna have to pay to use Instagram and Twitter, and sorry, literally everything. I'm going to BP.
Okay.
I don't know what this place
You
is.
do what you want to do.
Which is really shitty for a couple of reasons. Shut up.
Sorry.
Number one, obviously we have to pay more money, which
As college kids,
college
it's not something you want
students
to hear.
don't have a lot of money to begin with, and I feel like I'm already sucking all of my parents' money away with my college education, which is not a good feeling. What are you doing?
Right on West London Street.
Shut up. So yeah, things will become a heck of a lot more expensive, but the government also has the ability to censor what information we have access to, which is really crappy. You know, Donald Trump is all like, you know, don't trust fake news, yet he provides fake news, and he's allowing this thing to go through that could only give us access to false news and sort of cut us off from the rest of the world in some ways.
Yeah.
Which is scarily similar to North Korea.
So
Because we have the travel ban, we're now being censored with the almost guaranteed passing of repealing net neutrality rules. So we've got that. We've got a power-hungry person who really only cares about himself and the wealthy upper 1% of the United States. He's trying to utilize trickle-down economics, where you give more money to big businesses in hopes that they will then start paying their workers more and hiring more people and paying them more. But as we have seen at so many different points throughout all of the 1900s, it doesn't work like that. It makes the rich richer and the poor even poorer.
Basically,
We're becoming North Korea.
we didn't think we could go more downhill, yet we're going more downhill.
Yes, we are.
That's what's happening.
Isn't it now also legal again for workplaces to discriminate against people based on their sexuality?
Probably. That wouldn't surprise me.
Oh yeah, by the way, we're both bi.
Yeah. We're both
Sup.
members of the LGBTQ plus community. So if you don't like us, again, I recommend you leave now. Sorry.
Yes, we are those special snowflakes you hear about. Whatever, I don't give a fuck. Snowflakes are cool, so...
It's really stupid that you don't like people like us. Just saying. It really is. Okay. Well, before you
it's unfortunate, but we understand that you may have been raised in an environment that wasn't accepting of other people,
Okay.
and that has a lot to do with it.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying. Okay. Before you
chill
talk
out.
gas real quick, obviously it's getting really dark, so if we go on the road, you will not be able to see us, so we may as well end this now. So this is the end of our first podcast on INFJ. It's gonna take forever for me to be able to say that really
INFJ?
easily. INFJ. Okay.
Yeah.
This podcast, we don't have like a set
Podcat?
Ah!
This podcast?
This drive is making me go insane.
Yes.
This podcast, we don't have like a specific upload schedule because we are college kids. It's just gonna be whatever, and especially now that we're on break, it's just like, you know.
Okay, bye.
Okay, she's leaving. I'll do the end screen or whatever. Bang. So we don't have like, oh, we're gonna upload every Monday or whatever, because either we're not always together or because we're in college we're really busy. So I mean, there may be some podcasts where, like, I'll do one by myself, or I'll do one, and instead of Shannon being there, you know, I'll have maybe, like, my younger sister Julia or something. Or Shannon will do one by herself, or whatever. It's just kind of, like, up in the air. We don't have, like, exact details of how we specifically want this to run. And we're not, like, uploading this to any other platform. This is only being held on YouTube.
Thus far.
I mean, it may be on some other platform at some point, but right now it's just on YouTube. And it will always be a visual podcast with a video, so you can see us speaking. You can look at our lovely faces.
And all of my weird faces.
And all of our, yeah. And you can see all of our weirdness in action.
Hell yeah.
Because, yeah.
There's a lot of it. We're weird.
Entertaining. So with that being said, I can't remember what I was going to say.
I don't know. All people from all walks of life are welcome here, accepted here. Obviously, unless you're, like, going around murdering people. Like, we don't condone murdering or oppression, but aside from that, this is a safe space.
Yeah, we're literally just going to talk about everything and, you know,
and our opinions on
under
stuff.
The sun. Opinions, rants,
informing,
educational stuff. Yeah. All of that is going to be
information about the dance community, because there are a lot of massive conceptions about things in that area. Not a lot of people know how the dance world works, so we could probably do some things. I also think the gas is done pumping, so bye!
Maybe. She might be back. So yeah, this is just, again, like a new project that we decided to do recently. Like we said earlier, we both do have separate YouTube channels, mostly me. Shannon has not done anything, but she has a YouTube channel. So if you want, I have put the links in the description.
Hello.
Including like social media links and all that. And then you can go subscribe to this channel to be alerted when we do upload a new podcast, which is going to be whenever, like we said. We have no set dates or anything.
Do you think I can just pull up in that parking space over there so I can run and pee?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, that is, we're going to end episode 1 right here. It was pretty fun. I mean, it's been a little crazy, and again, we're experimenting. And
hopefully things will get more cohesive as we go along and plan
out
topics.
We'll get better at this. This is round 1. So, I guess we'll end. Go leave a like on this video. You can
leave an opinion on net neutrality down in the comment below. Be nice to one another.
You can ask questions if you want. We can do like a little Q&A if you want. And
keep an open mind. Take everything with a grain of salt.
Please go subscribe to our channels. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think we're all done.
Right.
So we're going to continue on this drive. And we'll see you guys later. Thanks for coming. Bye.
Bye.